Good evening, people. Good evening. They said we're going to get 2 to 6 inches of snow starting tomorrow. But I want to talk about Jerry Gooden, the sheriff of Scott County, Indiana. And the stupid Republicans as the county commissioner. You all look on WAVE Channel 3 News in Louisville, Kentucky. The sheriff sued the county commissioners because the county commissioners cut his budget for the second time in 2 years. He doesn't have enough money to operate on, and not any money to pay the jailers. People, I know I'm not that stupid. When the jail staff don't get paid, they're not going to work too hard, there'll be lawsuits. Your taxpayers of Scott County is going to have to pay millions of dollars out. But those county commissioners is Republicans. But you all remember me talking about ex-sheriff Jamie Noe of Clark County, Indiana? Those is his good old boys. You know, state police been looking into him, and the feds been looking at him for bribery and theft, and I forget what else they're looking into him. They cut the sheriff's department, I believe, 1-point-something million. Sheriff Jerry Gooden filed a lawsuit maybe a month or so ago, a special judge. And the special judge ordered them to this and that, you know, the budget, because he was going to take road deputies off. The sheriff was going to put him into the jail. That means he would took the deputies out of Scott County schools. I feel sorry for you citizen of Scott County, Indiana. I feel sorry.
Oh yeah, Gray, Lincoln, MK,
You know,
Collar,
Packer J.
her apartment parking. She's gonna be in apartment 6. She's contacted apartment management. So you don't know how long it's been on scene.
Why don't you want me to do that? The sheriff of Scott County, Indiana, he's very good. He's honest. I like him. I remember y'all.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm okay. I did take a broom, put my boots on, went out, sweep the snow off of my doors, open it up, start it on, turn my defroster up on high, and turn my rear defroster on, and start pushing snow off. I mean, I had snow, about 1.5 inches of ice or sleet, then more snow. Let my car warm up to make sure all my windows defrosted. I had trouble walking out there. I thought I was going to fall a couple of times. But I don't know if I can make it out of the driveway tomorrow. But we got to go to the store. Got to go to Walmart. I'm okay, but I'm kind of mad. You know, I was supposed to have eye surgery Monday, but the snow canceled it. And they called me a day or so ago and was going to schedule it for January. I said, no, schedule me for January because it's going to snow the whole month of January. So they scheduled it for February and March, so I'm back in the middle of February. Should be safe on snow. But I like Jerry Gooden, the sheriff of Scott County, Indiana. Now it's safe for the people to walk to the stores. It's safe for the people to sit on the porch. Before, they couldn't do it.
Go ahead.
Do you?
Good advice, about 10, 15 minutes.
That's not allowed, people. Hey, Don P., take that comment away. Take that comment away. That's not allowed on my YouTube. Yeah, I can order online. Here's a catch-22. I live out in the country. I only seen the county highway truck 2 days in the last 7 days. The last 7 days, only saw the county highway truck twice, and that both of them been from Scott County. But, you know, online orders, they're not gonna do it because they have to have a Jeep. Our county roads in Clark County and Scott County is not safe, really, not even with a front-wheel drive vehicle. And I wouldn't want the person who deliver it to wreck their car. I respect them. They do work hard. They do work hard. Let's get back to the sheriff of Scott County. He's a Democrat. Hello, Ava.
Hi, Peter. We're telling everyone.
You know, I love that sheriff. He's a good sheriff. He's an honest sheriff. Married, family man. And he has cleaned up Scott County, Indiana. There's still a little drugs in Scott County, Indiana. But as they say, don't come to Scott County, Indiana to sell your drugs. Hello, Harry.
Male, 47.
And
T-shirt and black pants.
and I knew Jerry when he was ISP, Indiana State Police Trooper. At first, like all police officers stayed, they got, in the first year, they got to make a name for themselves. Yeah, I kind of like football, but I don't watch it. They didn't start football until I was a senior in class at my school. They wouldn't let seniors play football. And we had the biggest people like crazy. You had farm boys and all that. They wouldn't let the seniors play when they started the football league where I went to school. And, but I want to talk about the sheriff. Hello, Kansas. I guess you haven't been out too much. I've been looking for videos where you're out there in the snow. And I guarantee you, I kind of wish you was here, but I'm not going to go up there. You know, Jerry the sheriff of Scott County, Indiana. He's a good sheriff. He got rid of
354 is
about 90% of the drugs in Scott County. Yeah, it's hard to go out there with about 20 inches of snow. I got about 8 to 10 inches of snow outside. You walk on it, it's like you walking on ice. And it's bad. You know, I just saw a county truck go by this morning. Our county roads is slick as a cat's tail. You know, it's slick. It's slick out there. On county roads, people, I don't know how, hey, Kansas cop watch, I don't know how they do the county roads where you live, but here they put cinders, sand, and a pea gravel. You know, they don't use salt. Maybe they do sometime, but 95% of the time they use cinders, at least here in Indiana on the country roads. And it's, you know, it's bad. And another road that's close to me is Country Lake Road, which you see me on there and describing the Christian church, a Christian retreat. That's in Clark County, Indiana. They haven't even touched that. Because to come out, they got to come out past my house. Or go past my house and go on Country Lake Road. They haven't even touched it that I know of. They got some nice houses out there on Country Lake. And it makes me mad. It just makes me mad, people. And a police department can't operate on a 1.2 or 1.5 million in their budget cut. They got some good deputies. I think they got at least 2 bad ones, and I consider they're a-holes. And I just don't like it. And I'm watching the cars go up down the road on the main road. And it's bad. They're going real slow. They're going real slow. That's how slick it is up there on the main road. You can't go fast or you're going to be fishtailing. You can't even hit your brakes. If you hit your brakes, you're going to go like that. I'm just wondering how come Clark County and Scott County is not cleaning the roads. I just don't understand how come. It's just bad up here, people. I'll find out tomorrow because I got to get out. I got to go to the store. I have to get out tomorrow. But I'm just letting the citizens... Hello, Joanne. Well, they said here in Indiana, when I watched 5 o'clock news, I think, they said it's supposed to start snowing maybe about lunchtime, maybe. And just have to wait and see. And I just don't like what the county commissioner is doing. You cannot cut the sheriff's department budget, $1.5 million. They didn't have money for gasoline to put in the police vehicle. That's how much budget they cut until the sheriff sued the county commissioners of Scott County. If you don't believe me, people, go to WAVE News in Louisville, Kentucky. That's what it was on. It makes me mad. They got rid of about 95% of the drug dealers. They got rid of about 90 to 95% of the ladies of the night who pass AIDS and stuff around. He got, in the first 4 years, got exchange of needles. They got new needles instead of using the same old needle and sharing your needles. That's what that sheriff did up in Scott County. He got some good deputies.
Clear night.
You know, that's something. I haven't seen that lady deputy that lives up the road from me. But she's pretty nice, but I've heard short stories from the sheriff. As long as you're real nice to her, she's nice to you. But if you're going to be an a-hole, look out. You make your worst nightmare. I don't know why they have to cut the budget. I guess they want to take more money from the citizens of Scott County, Indiana, just like the ex-sheriff Jamie Knoll from Clark County, Indiana, is serving 15 years at the Indiana prison. I don't know. Why would you cut millions from the fire department? That's stupid. That's stupid. If I was those people in California, I'd get a lawyer and sue the heck out of California. So far, 5 people has died in that fire. Millions and millions of dollars destroyed. That's counting automobiles, houses, because them houses up there is up in the millions of dollars. Not 300,000, 500,000. They're up in the millions of dollars they lost. If I was those people, I sue the state of California. I would. In case some of your people's new on here, and my rules is, this is God's channel, which I go with God rules. Everything's PG. No X stuff, no gay stuff, no fighting words, no cussing, no gay stuff. That's what I go by. Because that's what God wants me to do. I'm about 81 away from 500 subscribers. I'm hoping, let's see what channel I'm on. Okay. Because I want to catch WAVE News, which that comes on at 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, the sheriff of Scott County sued the county commissioners, which the governor had appointed a special judge. And the judge ruled with the sheriff. I told you last Friday, or maybe Monday, maybe it was last Friday, that school will be out all week, Monday through Friday. There's no school within 50 miles of me, west, east, north, and south, even in Kentucky.
From her neighbor's apartment, and then a mail was at her door telling her someone was yelling for help.
And
70 is where.
also, people, in your state, if you got snow, I want to ask you to volunteer. It looked like a pickup truck just going by, poking along. Usually, they fly out there on the main road.
115.
I want you all that have four-wheel drive Jeeps. Contact your local hospital.
Subjects have returned home. Check them.
Okay, Joanne, you take it easy. I got my socks on. I even changed my socks. I cleaned my chest of drawers and shake everything out in case there's bugs in it and spray for bugs. I do that once a month. I take everything out, shake everything, and spray for bugs. I do it in all my chest of drawers, just for roaches, fleas, or whatever. I clean it out. Then I spray everything, let it sit for a few minutes before I put the clothes back in. I do that once a month. But let's get back to the four-wheel drive vehicle, people. What God's telling me to tell you all, that got four-wheel drive vehicles, contact your local hospital. If you got snow, if there's no snow, you'll be okay. But if you got snow in your state, contact the hospital and see if any nurses or technicians or cooks need a ride to get there. That's what New Albany did, which is Baptist Hospital in New Albany, Indiana. The people who got Jeep is volunteer their service to get doctors, nurses, nurse practitioner, and all the important people to the hospital. X-ray technicians, your vampire that takes your blood. They volunteer their service because they want to keep you all healthy and make sure nothing happened to the patients in the hospital. I don't know if any hospital got rooms set up where nurses and doctors, cooks can spend the night. I don't know. I don't know that much about hospitals. But people, that's what I want you to do. God put this idea in my brain. Because I listen to God. That's what I want you to do, people. Is contact your local hospitals. If you got snow, like in Kansas, down in North Carolina, Tennessee, Kentucky, places that got snow. Either go drive by the hospital and ask them if any employees needs a ride. You have a four-wheel drive Jeep. A pickup truck, four-wheel drive, you're going to have to put a little weight in the back of it. You know, just think about it, people. That's what I want you to do. But I am informing the people of Scott County, Indiana, what's going on and how they're messing with your tax dollars. If you don't have enough help in the jail, your family, anybody's family, if you don't have enough help or have nurses or doctors, there's going to be a lawsuit. If there's a lawsuit, it's going to cost you millions of dollars
Sir, Adam 28.
in lawsuits.
Adam 28, go ahead.
And if the sheriff has
Please
to
tell me,
pull
please.
the road deputies off of the road, you're going to be left unprotected.
15.
That means he'll pull his deputies out of Scott County schools for the jail. That was on WAVE News, but that judge, special judge, ruled in the sheriff's favor and told them, you will pay for the gasoline. You'll pay for the jail staff payroll, this and that. I mean, that judge is downright mean. I don't know who the judge was, but maybe they show it on WAVE
Respond in 17 minutes.
in maybe about 2 or 3 minutes. I hope they do.
Nothing recent. The last call was medical call for assault.
I feel sorry for the people of Scott County, Indiana.
Clearing snow and ice from your driveway and sidewalks about to be undone by another winter weather alert day. Snowplow teams only have some hours here to get their gear and themselves ready to clear the roads again. Starting off in the Weather Center here at 11, where the Wave Storm Tracking Team has been warning you for days about this next system. JCPS is out of school again tomorrow. Kevin, this new round of snow is going to impact pretty much everybody leaving home.
Yeah, and you've been over here a lot lately in the Weather Center.
It's called January.
Yeah, I guess so. And another alert day for tomorrow. We see this winter storm already taking shape on the maps to our south and west. It will move in mid to late morning tomorrow, spreading snow across the area. The good news is we don't have to worry about that ice, the freezing rain or sleet. This is a snow event for us. The main roads are still in good shape across the area. Temperatures are falling in the suburbs back into the teens. We're at 22. We'll drop a few more degrees, but as we build those clouds in a little thicker, the temperatures actually may go up a couple of degrees. We've seen that cloud cover pull in over the last couple of hours. We're going to continue to see that thicken over the region as this area of precipitation moves closer to us. You can see that snow spreading across Missouri, Arkansas, Oklahoma, down into northern Texas. It's really a two-piece system. One, the area of low pressure. Two, the cold front. Both of those pushing closer to us during the day tomorrow. So what can we expect? Well, it goes like this. We will see snow. Consequently, a winter storm warning is in place across the viewing area. Our snow total forecast hasn't changed from earlier. I think there are two places that have the potential to see slightly higher totals. We're going to get 3 to 5 inches across the area. Those two places, just to our south, our southernmost counties, and then across parts of southwest Indiana into west central Kentucky. Now, travel is going to be impacted by this. Early morning, just the slick roads that we have now, the side streets that haven't been touched. We look for snow-covered roads to develop through the late morning, afternoon in particular, and evening. That lingers into early Saturday, and then the treatment should take hold after that. We'll talk more about the alert day and the rest of the 10-day coming up in a few, John.
All right, Kevin. With the frigid temperatures tonight, a Louisville restaurant that had opened an emergency overnight shelter was forced to send people away after receiving a notice of violation from the city. Wave News reporter Noel Friel stopped by the restaurant as it was helping the people pack up and joins us live with more.
Yeah, John, the Streetery here in the Beachmont neighborhood had been letting those without a place to go stay overnight to escape the cold. The restaurant's owner says he knows that sleeping outside can be a matter of life and death and wanted to provide a safe place for those in need. Earlier today, the business received a notice of violation from the city ordering them to stop operating as a shelter since they didn't have the proper permit.
It's sad to all of us because there's a lot of people that come in here that they could use the help and just to get warm. And now we don't have that, so now we're going to go back to the streets.
The Streetery has been serving as a safe haven for those without a place to stay during this week's snowstorm. The restaurant opened its doors, offering free warm clothing, hot meals, and a place to sleep for the night. In its short time operating as an emergency shelter, Amanda Mills, a homeless outreach advocate with the nonprofit South End Street Angels, says the business made a big impact.
We were able to get 2 people to recovery. We were able to get a bus ticket for someone to return home. We assisted with 5 families, food, and it was also a safe space for them to come in out of the elements.
Thursday, the restaurant received a notice of violation ordering the business to discontinue use as an overnight shelter until additional permits can be obtained from codes and regulations. A release from the Louisville Fire Department says the business must apply for a change of occupancy permit, even for temporary use, since the fire and building codes have specific requirements based on the use of the property. The restaurant's owner preferred not to talk on camera, but says 7 people were ready to stay at the shelter Thursday night and had to be sent away. Do you know where you're going tonight?
To the streets, that's all we can do. I got to change out or somewhere like that.
It's really disappointing when you give your heart to something and you've lived that life and then you have to tell them, hey, you got to go. It's hard.
The restaurant's owner tells me the restaurant will continue to give away blankets, warm clothes, and meals to anyone who is in need. You can find a list of other White Flag shelters at the city's website. We have that link in this story at wave3.com. Reporting live, Noelle Friel, Wave News.
Well, thank you. With another round of snow on the way, transportation leaders are reminding drivers to clear off their cars completely before going on the roads. Check this out. These pictures of a busted windshield were sent to us from a viewer. She says a sheet of ice flew off the truck in front of her and smacked right into her car. Luckily, she was not hurt and managed to pull over safely. Transportation leaders say you should clear every part of your car from snow and ice, including the windows and, of course, the roof. Metro Public Works officials say crews will work through the night, hitting the trouble areas, hoping to stay ahead of this next storm. Wave News reporter Logan Perone shares how the city is looking to prepare beyond this next round of storm.
Trucks and crews are once again on the move, getting salt and getting ready for another round of snow. Now, as they prepare for the next few days, the city is also looking ahead to prepare better in the future. Parts of Bluegrass Avenue stayed slushy and slippery Thursday, with another snowstorm set to hit the metro on Friday.
Over the last few days, it's been a little treacherous to drive on Bluegrass.
Tyler Gill and Teresa Gilroy moved into the neighborhood in 2024. One half of the road near Mary and Elizabeth Hospital is already part of the snow route map, but their side is not. The difference may be easy to tell. Both residents tell me the first time they saw a plow was Thursday.
It's been, 4 or 5 days that they haven't plowed out here. And this is a pretty heavily traveled road, so I was kind of surprised that it wasn't plowed.
During an update Thursday, Mayor Greenberg said Louisville will continue to improve its process.
We're going to reevaluate the entire snow route map before, hopefully, our next storm as well.
Just right then and there, our whole car was just shaking.
Patience Hamblin frequently drives on Bluegrass Ave. She says there are a number of smaller roads that see a lot of traffic that should be added to the snow route map.
Southern Parkway and 3rd Street, West Southland Boulevard, those areas, little roads that a lot of people take where there's a lot of traffic right there at that light. I feel like that definitely is a main road for a lot of people.
It's a lot of work, but if we could, update the routes, I think it makes sense to do.
Yeah. In the meantime, 12 emergency contractor crews will help the city's response to this second round of snow. Cars that are on the current emergency snow routes need to be moved so that these guys can effectively do their jobs. If you need assistance with getting your car out of the snow and ice, you can call 311. In Louisville, Logan Perone, Wave News.
Okay, thanks. Stay ahead of the winter storm by downloading the Wave Weather app. Our storm tracking team will send you alerts about snow timing, snow totals, road impacts too. The app is an essential tool to have to keep you informed about the latest developments. Well, we're following 2 breaking news alerts tonight as police make arrests in murder investigations. First case involves an 18-month-old girl. Elizabethtown police say while babysitting 2 young kids, 20-year-old Terrence Corbin called the girl's mom to tell her the 18-month-old's breathing wasn't normal, eventually calling 911 when she stopped breathing. After being taken to Norton Children's Hospital Tuesday, doctors said that girl was suffering from substantial bleeding around her scalp and face, along with suffering multiple skull fractures. The 18-month-old died from her.
I know what I like to do, but I get in trouble.
In the Hardin County Jail. LAPD arrests a man they say is responsible for a
Don't know. Maybe they got the hint tonight, Oil.
Burris at home on South 13th Street. The arrest report reveals Burris' girlfriend called several people to her home to get Burris to leave after a fight. Police say Hanley and Burris also got into a fight at the home, and Hanley shot Burris in the chest, killing him. Hanley's charged with murder and possession of a handgun by a convicted felon. LAPD Chief Paul Humphrey says an officer who cited a pregnant homeless woman for illegal street camping while she was in labor should have handled the situation differently. Lieutenant Caleb Stewart was seen writing a homeless woman a ticket near the corner of Washington and Hancock Street in September. The woman tells him she needs an ambulance because she's in labor. Stewart did call her an ambulance, but still cited her for street camping. Stewart is later heard on body camera doubting that she was in labor. We asked Chief Humphrey about that today in our studio. He says he can understand Stewart's reasoning, but says he would have handled it differently.
We get lied to every day, right? So Lieutenant Stewart's reasoning was he felt like she was using a medical condition to get out of enforcement action. Shows after the fact that she wasn't. Right, so that's an error that was made based on sound reasoning.
Just a a-hole cop.
How would you have handled it? I just wouldn't have given her a citation. I would have done everything the exact same way and sent her on EMS.
The woman cited while in labor is scheduled to appear in court on the charge January 29. Scott County Sheriff Jerry Gooden is suing the county, asking a judge to restore millions of dollars in funding. Sheriff Gooden says his office needs a budget between $4 and $4.5 million, but Gooden says the county only gave him $1.7 million. Gooden says the budget is so underfunded that he had to move the jail inmates to other counties and prepare his patrol deputies to be the jailers. Council members exploded during a meeting the day after he filed the suit.
You want the Gooden tax to show up on your paycheck to pay the sheriff's department.
It is the responsibility of the county council to properly fund the sheriff's office, adequately fund it.
The judge ordered the county to restore about $77,000 in cuts to pay salaries and fuel for the next 45 days. She also ordered the sheriff's office and county to go through mediation. They're due back in court end of the month. More ahead tonight on Wave News at 11. There's a new push to try to stop the consent decree between.
See, people, I told you about this, what they doing to the sheriff. I forgot about them moving inmates to other jails. That takes gasoline. Plus, the county has to pay for the transport and the inmates to another jail. I don't know if it's $35 a day, $75 a day, whatever it is. They have to be moved to another jail. That's going to cost the taxpayers money. I told you I wasn't lying to you. He's a good sheriff. Jerry's a good sheriff. I met him when I was young, when he was an Indiana State Police trooper. He was kind of an a-hole about the first year, like all police officers in the United States. When they come a new police officer, they got to make a name for themselves. But that sheriff there got rid of the drug dealers. There's still a few drug dealers, but not that many. But with the prosecutor and the judge they got in Scott County, bye-bye, you're going to prison for a number of years. And your bond is going to be high. And I just don't know why the county commissioner, well, they're Republicans. You know, they cut over $1 million and something out of his budget. I guess the drug dealers is paying off the county commissioners. This is Jerry's second term as sheriff. And I don't like what they doing. Jerry finally got some good deputies that's good and polite. You know, they're good. They're good deputies. And some of those on the sheriff's department is probably watching my videos right now. But I just had to come live early where I wouldn't miss none of the Channel 3 news. You cannot cut the sheriff's budget. But, you know, I hate to say it. I know Republicans good, but those Republicans is like it. But if you all remember, you can look on YouTube, look up Jamie Knoll, the ex-sheriff of Clark County, Indiana. He served 15 years in Indiana State Prison.
Is that going to be from Martin?
And these Republican commissioners is his good old boys. You know, they're under investigation by the Indiana State Police and the FBI. But, like I said, Jerry is a good sheriff. I feel sorry for your people in Scott County, Indiana.
Andrew is sedated and he's on a ventilator in intensive care. Police say Andrew was shot 4 times, including once in the head, by Austin Shepard last Friday. LAPD officers shot and killed Shepard after a standoff on Wheeler Avenue Saturday. State police say doctors and specialists remain optimistic and they are pleased with Deputy Andrews' fight. We have a link to where you can donate to support his recovery and family on wave3.com. Firefighters say more than 10,000 structures have been burnt as the wildfires continue raging in the Los Angeles area. At least 7 people have died in the fires. The National Weather Service says that a high fire weather risk will continue through Friday. JP Morgan Chase estimates the economic losses from these wildfires in Los Angeles County now stand at $50 billion. And the NFL has also moved this weekend's playoff game between the Rams and Vikings to Arizona because of the fire. All right, let's turn back into our weather situation here. Kevin flagged you on this.
People, I said 5 earlier has died. It's up to 7. And just like the Scott County commissioners here, California cut the budget from the fire department. You know what that means, people? Look, billions of dollars of damage right now because of their budget cuts for the fire department in California. That's bad, people. That's very bad. I checked my temperature before I came in there, and I got it sitting on 69. I got one kitty cat underneath the blanket. That's Nancy, the long-haired calico cat. I gotta look, see where everybody's at. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got one sitting on my lap. I got one underneath the blanket. I got one over here on the table. And Nancy always likes for me to get underneath the blanket. Nancy is down by my feet. She keeps an eye on my feet. Every once in a while, she takes her paws with her claws, kind of tap me on there on my feet. You know, maybe she knows about diabetes, but she always sleeps down by my feet. Hello, Bear. Bye.
Last night, but she was not cooperative on the phone. Said she was going to be in the lobby when they...
It's in Louisville, Kentucky, you dumb bear. Hey, somebody kick him off. Like I tell you, don't argue with anybody. Bye. You see why, Oil Change, I want to make you a moderator, but you said you didn't want it. And my moderator said, you know, from 11 o'clock in the morning until 12 o'clock at night. I knew I should be on my other app, but that's what I get from not having a computer. I can do a lot more on a computer I can on my cell phone. No, you're not going to keep telling me, Bear, because you would be banned from my channel. You'd be banned. I looked it up yesterday and last night. It says it's still in Louisville, Kentucky. That's what it says on Google. Back in May, it was in Louisville, Kentucky. You don't know. You just a troll. Hey, that remove Bear Fungus. Remove him. It's BEARFUNGUS. Remove him. I'm getting sick and tired of those yahoos. I guess you do call them trolls or a-holes. I still see a stupid comment. That, you know. But I'm so sick and tired of people.
You can show myself 16-10-8. That vehicle is back on the roadway.
Like I said, I've looked it up. I looked it up on Google. It's still there. They do have parties up there in Frankfort, but that's all I'm going to say, because they done got me P.O. You know, I'm not going to put up with it. It's not worth it. Early today, I was on here, and thanks to Oil Change, as soon as he came on, everybody disappeared. Oh boy, that was funny. That was funny.
Charlie 91. It's 321 in the apartment.
If I ever get me a computer, then I'd be on my other app. Then I could do it. But I just can't do it when I'm on Prison Live. I'm trying to figure out how to do it, but if I start playing around buttons, then it I know it is. Just fine, middle age. But make sure everything's PG, no cussing, no arguing, no sexual harassment, no gay stuff. You know, this is God's channel. We go by God's rules. And I got a mean moderator. If you're going to argue, you're off. There's no arguing on here either. No fighting words. You know, other people run their YouTube the way they want, but I set mine up this way. Because I don't want to listen to that stuff. Because God don't want me to listen to it. Plus, I done had 4 heart attacks / strokes. And I'm thinking, since you brought that up, Oil Change, I'm not going to say who they are. I looked their name that they use in the chat. And I can't find it under certain names that when they come into the chat. And, but that tells me they using a fake name or something. I don't know how they doing it. Like I told you, I'm not computer smart.
602 is going to be available.
But people, I tell you something. I've told you all this in the past. You got police officers on everybody's YouTube channel. And if you from Bakersfield, California, if you watch those live streamers in Bakersfield, California, like RD on the Scene, Kern County Crime Watchers, White T-Shirt Media, and there's a bunch of more. 5-0 watches those for a fact, and that's the truth. That's the truth. One night I was watching Roger, that's RD on the Scene, and they put a dispatch out on a stolen bicycle. It's a high-priced bicycle, maybe one of them 20-inch bicycles, I guess they call it, 24-inch. I don't know, them smaller bikes. And Rogers just came down the street. He recognized it. That's it. Time he got parked, that wasn't 30 to 60 seconds later. Bakersfield PD showed up and arrested the guy. That's a fact. And Roger will tell you, just like some of those other live streamers in Bakersfield, California, they watch. They watch just like they watch my channel.
He does not want to go with EMS.
You don't know who they are. I'm not going to tell you who they are. Because I've told them they will tell on them.
This individual's a patient at either one of those hospitals. The caller is advising she might have privately conveyed herself. He just
And, you know, people, I'm about 81 subscribers away from 500.
I tried to call her back a couple times, but there's no answer.
On 1,000 subscribers, I'm 581 away from 1,000. But like I'm telling you people, it might just be sitting back and watching. And I got some mean moderators. And while you come into my chat, they're checking your chat name out. Then I get notified. And my moderator gets notified. I know a couple of people that comes in here about maybe once a day. I'm not going to mention the names. I write a couple of names down. But when I get off, I go on YouTube. There's just no YouTube channel, period. And
Callers advising they're passing the school now.
like a oil change earlier today, you saw that one lady on there, Gina. That's my daughter. And you know, Gina Rowley, that's my daughter. She cares about me sometimes. Other times she hates me, but that's okay. She gets on between her mom and me. You know, she gets everything, half from me and half from her mom. But I get on here, you know, certain times of the day. I know one moderator ain't on here because of the time difference. I'm not going to say which moderator it is. But I tell you right now, don't ask to be a moderator. 1 or 2 moderators I got right now is all I need right now because I don't have 1,000 subscribers. When I get to 1,000 or more subscribers, I will have more moderators. I got to. I can't leave it up to 1 or 2. I got to have more that could be in there in the morning, afternoon, and nighttime. You know, because they have to work. And that's how come one moderator tells me what time of the day to get on here my time. And if I had a computer, people, my computer died on me and I can't afford a new one. I don't have over $1,800 to get the computer I need. I could take that $1,800 in the desktop and have a good computer. Because a desktop computer is different from a laptop. And you say, well, you go buy you a laptop for $200. For what I want to do on YouTube, I can't buy a cheap computer. I can't download DaVinci. You know, there's things that I can't do that I can. Hi there, Sobra. welcome. Welcome to my channel. I know, people, you don't like the way I run my YouTube channel. This is God's YouTube channel. We go by God's rules and my rules. That's how come I pick more people up. Well, people said you could buy subscribers, but God wouldn't like it. God wants me to earn your all's respect. I could have been over 600 videos back if I paid for the subscribers. I'm not going to do that. I want to earn it. Just like you all earn your things that you're working for. You earn it. And people, hit the thumbs up. Hit the notification bell. When you hit that notification bell, make sure you get all notifications. That's the only thing that is free. It don't cost you anything. You know, there's things that people say, oh, it's free, but it costs you things. I get emails from certain places. It's free, then you have to pay shipping. How can it be free if you have to pay shipping? It don't make no sense. And that's what I don't like. People, I want to try something else. I don't know when I'm going to do it. What I would like to do is do a live stream on my police scanner.
Service, Aero 44, 1027, Kentucky, whenever ready by OLN.
That's what I like to do. It'd be Indiana police frequencies.
Traffic, go ahead.
It's going to be 27 by OLN. It's going to be Everett 248777964 out of Kentucky.
Hello, Warren. Bye, Warren.
On a non-studio operator's license expires 2/13 of 2025. She's signaling.
Bye, Warren. No arguing with anybody. Bye, Warren. You know, I hate them trolls. I hate them trolls, people.
Probation violation out of Henry County, Georgia, I believe.
And, you know, I just don't like it, people. No arguing, you know, stuff like that.
Clear, I'm looking at it.
You know, these is my rules. When I say no arguing, I mean no arguing. That's my rules. I know you got First Amendment rights, but this is my YouTube channel. It's not yours.
Record 31. Mark 36 on the verse.
Man, I know I got my temperature sitting on about 69. I guess I'm going to have to knock it down a few more degrees because I'm getting hot in here.
All verbal currently slamming.
Showing ID card expired and driving status is revoked through Louisville, through Kentucky. It also has marked down
Could
as
be,
a identity
could
fraud
be,
case,
Oral.
no photograph attached.
You know, usually I try to tell them at the beginning, this is God's channel. God rules and my rules. You know, I flat come out and say, no arguing, no sexual harassment. You know, you all have heard that. I don't go for it. I don't want it.
Alarm, 804 Penn Street.
You're a young dude, Justin.
Server 44, I got a VIN for the vehicle whenever ready.
But, you know,
Go ahead.
It's going to be one Frank Adams.
yeah, you can talk about Trump. I voted for Trump, but I'm a Democrat. As you all know, tomorrow is the 10th. And, they suppose that judge in New York is supposedly going to sentence him. But the U.S. Supreme Court took it up. They're not, a Democrat judge in New York is not abiding by the Constitution of the United States. A president got immunity while he's in office. And New York says, no, it's not true. That's federal law, those idiots. And, you know, I believe in my heart Donald Trump is God's other son. God spared him back there in whatever month it was, saved his life. I will say that. Hi, Jessica Davis. I know some Davis family.
Jeffersonville Housing Authority. They were making contact.
But sometimes people,
they had spoke to her just before
you have to be
at a
nice.
Family Dollar on 21st Street in Louisville.
What you can't do here, you might can do that on other people's channels. I watch a lot of YouTube channels all day, and after I get off of my YouTube channel. Some YouTube channels, they cuss like crazy. Because that's their YouTube channel, not mine. I don't have to agree with.
I don't know where we would try to send a Louisville unit, but maybe try to call hospital.
I was kind of in love with a girl last name Davis.
We contacted U of L, but we'll contact the Norton.
She is a very sweet girl back in our younger days.
Norton downtown is what the caller here stated. She said several times.
36, clear on info. Unless Housing Authority wants to do a welfare check, they're 138. Sounds like we can kind of go 10-8.
If I don't, you kitty cats got to scoot over. You got me on the edge of the bed. Come on, Blackie. You got to scoot over. Oh, I got to put my phone back because I got to use my left arm to help me push. Come on, you kitty cats. You got to scoot. You got to let me get in the middle of the bed, not on the edge of the bed.
Fire alarm, Village of Jeffersonville Apartments.
Oh.
420s and right there.
Oh! Come on, you gotta move some more to the right, Q-Cats. But, man, I love my kitty cats, but sometimes they got me on the edge of the bed. But and if I have to turn over anymore, I'll be on the floor or in the hospital, one of the two. Come on, scoot over. Come on, Kathy.
Driver, signal lady.
Oh, come on. I'm picking cats. They're going to be the death of me yet. No. No. Cop pick. Scoot. Come on, scoot. Why don't you do like your grandma? She's up out of the way here. Oh. 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 I'm back. You all can lay right here. If you all lay here on the left side of the bed, you keep me falling off of the bed. But, people, if you missed it earlier, I took my broom, put my big rubber boots on, sweep the snow off of the driver's door. Then I started it up, turn it up high, turn my defroster on, then turn my rear window defroster on while I pushed the snow off of the back window, which you had snow, then you had ice, then more snow. I had about maybe 1.5 inches of icy snow, I guess you call it. And I had to turn the broom around and stick it up and pry it up, break it in pieces, and push it off of the car. Same thing with the front window. I had to do it. And I let it warm up, you know. That's a secret to wintertime, people. If your city, county, or state allows you, like in case of snow, I know in Kentucky, you can start your car up, but you have to sit inside. You can't run back into the house and leave your car running, because somebody will steal your car. And you know, but I'm trying to be nice. That's how come I decide to set up my YouTube the way that God wants me to.
I'm pulling up to Claysburg. I've been here a while. Where's the clubhouse at?
I know some of you don't like how I set it up. That's okay. That's your right.
Central Truck 42 is on the scene.
That's how come I got a whole lot of subscribers. They like the way I got mine set up. But like I say, I watch over 500 videos from the West Coast to the East Coast, outside of the United States, and everybody runs their YouTube different.
Okay, go in the front door.
And
Taking left of the elevators. I think it's
I'm trying my best to do it the way that God wants me to do it.
Is it right there by the pool?
And God is helping me. It's a slow process to get to 500 subscribers. Jessica is a nice name. I got a niece. Her name is Jessica. I don't know if that's the one over in UK or not. I know Brandy's over there. She's my niece, but I can't remember which one that went over back to UK with my other niece, because she was a baby girl when their mother passed away quite a few years ago. I wasn't, so that had to be over 7 years ago. Let's see. Yeah, in 2017, I think, when my mother passed away. You all usually know on Fridays, I usually go to Charlestown to the post office, then probably my son's drugstore, but
55, you know the code, right?
the road's just too bad.
Yeah, okay, with the flaws.
That's funny, oil change. When you in there, I guess it was this afternoon when my daughter was in there. It's funny, as soon as you got in, boop, everybody disappeared. I think it's funny. Cause I know you and Bat are pretty good friends, but, you know, I don't know, God to take care of him. See, that's one I've looked up. I looked it up on the internet. I think it's the first Saturday of May, I believe. You know. You know, let it be stupid. They're trolls. They want to argue. I guess they try to get me mad to see if I say those dirty words. That's not going to do it, because God is watching over me. God's telling me, be nice. That's what they want you to do. Don't sink down to their level. You be the good person you are. I'm listening to God. You know, I listen to God. I had to turn my alarm clock. It goes off twice a day. It used to go off once a day. But that's my doings. When I'm an idiot, I don't know if I download the manual on that alarm clock or not. I'll probably have to look it up again. I don't mind. I did take my medicine a couple of hours ago. He does a good job. He does a good job. He didn't ask me if he wanted to be a moderator. I asked him, you know, after him being on here certain times of the day, I like the way he thinks. I said, you want to be a moderator? He said, yeah, I'd be love to. I said, well, when I get back on my other app and you're on there, then I add you as moderator. But I'm on Prison Live Studio. I can't really do anything. So, I like you too. You know, you young people out there, there's a bunch of old people like me that's bored, nothing to do. Me and a bunch of other old people, it's my age of 70 plus years. There's one person on here that's in the 80s. And we trying to teach you younger people the right way to do things. How to stay married 20 plus years, 20, 40, 60 years. I don't think it goes higher than 60 years, I don't think. But I tell you ways to get along with your wife. Just like when you say, oh, honey, you're wrong. Then you start fighting and arguing. I've been telling you men to say, you're right, honey. You're right, honey. Hello, Adrian and Horseface. I'm sorry if I pronounce your name wrong. When I first started this channel, I bet I always had around 50 to 100 women on here. And they don't get on here this much because now they got a YouTube channel. And I think them, you know, I just give ideas out. Oh, my arthritis is killing me. What to talk about on your channel. I talk about women abuse. That's no. Ladies, it's not your fault that you're getting abused. I know there'll be some men out there saying, well, it is your fault. You know, but also, ladies, how many times does your husband tell you, I won't do that to you again. I won't do it. And they still keep doing it. I'm mad. I know this woman that lives in Scott County, Indiana. She got kids. I'm not going to say how old her kids is or how old she is. I said, why don't you leave your husband? And you know what she tell me, people? If I leave him, he'd kill me and my kids. But she has told people about that. And some of the ladies have contacted the police department.
This call generated. Can you change the address? I believe it's going to be 101 East Riverside Drive.
So, I want you all people.
No, it's not going to be a good address. Are you right there? That might be 101 Spring Street, Simba.
I'm thinking maybe either during the night or the morning is have my cell phone sitting in front of my scanner. Let me turn around. Let me show you. See this.
I'm good. I got the address. You can clear it. Thank you.
Here, I mean.
I'm thinking about doing this.
When did you guys work with sister?
That's what I'm thinking of doing one day.
Initially, around 23, 29. called back because she was giving up their phone number.
You know,
Okay, clear.
I'm thinking about that. I don't know, do you all love to listen to police radios?
693 dispatch, you should have been for North Clark, with 1. Clear on it.
Heavy Harper, Charlestown Road, Beechwood Avenue for a B accident. It's a single vehicle, 1050, a white DC. Caller was a passerby no longer in the area.
It's nice living people watching.
Okay, we're on 1037 vehicle.
Look at that. I got 2 kitty cats right here.
Okay, on West Main, I have 252 with me.
That's Kathy and Alexi.
Central 802 is available from board.
People, I like to know, would you want me maybe a certain time of the day or night, just like I show you that scanner? Maybe it'd be the best time to do it, maybe in the morning or afternoon. You know, I'm going to have to experiment, is what I'm going to have to do. But people, as I say, it's free. It's free. Hit the notification bell. When you hit that notification bell, make sure you get all notifications. It's free. It don't cost you anything. It's free. The only thing that you can do when you subscribe to people's YouTube channel, it's free. It don't cost you anything. You know, I had people said, why do you do court cases? I've done 2 court cases on my YouTube channel. One was some guy that supposedly killed his wife, I think. I forget what his name was. The second court case I did is Karen Reed. She, to me, is innocent. But you can look Karen Reed up. You can see. Yeah, she is. Karen Reed is a real person. Her boyfriend was a city cop, and it was snowing. They left the bar, and then she dropped it off at the other police officer's house. And she's waiting for him to come back home. Well,
Indiana passenger 451, David Ocean, Ida 451 DOI.
thank you. Make sure you hit the notification bell. It will come back and bite you, people. Karma will come back and bite you. I wish it didn't snow over the weekend, because I would have had eye surgery Monday, but they canceled my eye surgery. Well, now I have to wait until February. They wanted me to go in January. I said, you can forget that. I said, it's going to snow all in the month of January. I can't do it. I can't do it. I said, I can't even get out of my driveway. I can't even get out of my driveway.
Victor 138. 138. I believe we've contacted enough people over in Louisville. They're all made aware. I'm about to update and be done with this Clark Arms call. I think
People.
made aware, correct? I think we're doing all that. Affirmative. We've contacted Metro Sapien or downtown. They'll call back if she shows up. 10-4. That sounds like due diligence to me. I think we're going up. Go ahead.
Nothing wrong with maintenance. They've got a multi-school station right now. They are in tire wash. They have done the system.
But people, I'm trying my best, trying to make my whole family. You people here on YouTube, you're my family. You're my family. You might not have a dad or a grandpa. I like helping. I love helping people out. I love helping people out.
Truck driver. He's been here in Indianapolis for about 1.5 days. He will be in a green truck that says Joe Carson on it.
I'm going to have to add that into stuff if I ever get another computer. I guess when I get up tomorrow, put my other pair of blue jeans on that I found in the drawer, put them on tomorrow, and then take my other ones and put them in the dirty clothes. I got a bunch of clothes I'm going to wash this weekend. I just hope I can get out of my driveway. That's what I'm hoping, because there's no snow underneath my car. But there is behind my car, so, So that's going to be weird when I have to leave. I forget what scheduled pickup time. My son told me, but I forgot, so I got a Gmail notification. I ain't going to do that. That's one I hate, people. If I was on my laptop, I could check anything on my cell phone. I started this channel tonight, I was telling you about the sheriff of Scott County, Indiana. Like I say, don't ask me how to paste and this and that. I'm not smart enough. I think people told me, I done forgot it. But there's people out there using StreamYard. I was using StreamYard. I'm always live unless I upload a video, which I do that every once in a while. I've been on, let's see, X. Yep, there is a live button. And I'm live. I'm doing 29 FPS. I'm 4,000 kbps, whatever the heck that is. Because I'm using Wi-Fi, but I'm using my cell phone, so it, I guess, don't really matter. People, I'm going to give you 3 things. Oil change, and my moderator knows what I'm going to say. My name, Tom Cartwright, at Post Office Box 1, Charlestown, Indiana, zip code 47111. You know, your phone has to update. And I've always been told, people, turn your phone off at night unless you're working. I turn my phone off at night because your cell towers update, I guess, every day, or I forget how that works.
Radio Bear 36 is Metro responding to that.
And I gave you all my post office box. Here's my PayPal account, people. It's Thomas Cartwright Sr., SR for Senior. And my Cash App is the $, Tom Cartwright 4375. If you all want to help me on a computer, you know, sometimes, you know, there's some videos I check and it's supposed to be live. It's not, but I'm live. But I try my best, people. I'm 70 plus years old. Live on a fixed income between $800 to $900 with the $20 pay raise I got this month.
I'm out with that, man. 122, you can cancel. I think he's just trying to avoid walk on ice. Definitely, thank you.
But I'm trying my best, people. like I say, you know, us old people, we got nothing to do. There's people that's talking other old people to start a YouTube channel to talk about when they was young, the kind of jobs they had back there then. You know, what's the idea of staying together 20 plus years of marriage?
Got a vehicle down to winter travel to the Walnut, Kentucky.
And, you know, if I could live my life over again, I would have changed a lot of things. I would change a lot.
I'm gonna pick 5-2 Jefferson Street 2. We have a seizure at 20.
And oil change just remind me of something, people. I forgot it. Check on your neighbors. Check on your neighbors. Especially if they're old.
Nancy must be not for seizure, Brookshire Drive.
And also, people, right now where I am in southern Indiana, we got 8 to 10 inches of snow. They're calling for a Friday. I would change. No, wouldn't start drinking alcohol or drugs back when I was 12 years old. I would study harder in school, and maybe I would have been a lawyer. What I know now, I wish I did study harder. You know, I wish I did that. Yeah, I do stay away from sugar. And make sure you eat the right food. If you live out in the country, have you some chicken. You know, you gotta have a good chicken coop with heavy duty wire where the raccoons won't get into it. Those fresh eggs is better when you get in the grocery store. That's a fact, because those eggs you get in the grocery store, you don't know what they feed those chickens. When I had my chickens before the raccoon killed them all, during the summertime, I buy a watermelon. I eat some watermelon. Hi, Alex, Alexandria. You know, just make sure you get plenty exercise. Eat the right food. Maybe eat a banana once a day. I know bananas are expensive. I've usually go through in a week, maybe 10 bananas a week. Let's see. About 12 bananas a week. And since I'm going to get out tomorrow, Friday, which I know it's after midnight, so it's Friday. And get me some bananas, 2 gallons of milk, 2 gallons of ice cream in gallon containers. Let's see. I don't know if you all know what Brunswiger is or not. Probably get 1 or 2 rows of Brunswiger.
Can you just... Looks like Joe almost wants to see you can.
And like I say, you can feed your chickens of like watermelon, cantaloupe, fruit, tomatoes. You know what's your eggs. Your fresh eggs, you get better. They taste better. Earlier today, I had eggs and bacon. I didn't have no sausage, so that's one thing I got to get at the store Friday. Get me some sausage. Get me maybe 36 eggs, 18 in a box, because I like deviled eggs. So, since my son showed me how to make deviled eggs, green beans, when I was young people, I used to eat green beans. I don't know how many years ago, people says to lose weight, all you eat is green beans. I got to the point I was sick and tired of eating green beans. I eat them if I have to, but I usually... Steak ain't bad.
Radio day ready for traffic.
I can cook bacon. I can cook eggs. It's no problem. Yeah, let me turn my camera around. See, there's one of the cats. And I got some marquee cats here. There's two. This is Alexi. The yellow one here is Kathy. I got a cat underneath the blanket. Hello again, Elsie. That name rings a bell. Elsie. But I think the Elsie I know, she was way older than me. Well, in my bedroom with the door shut, I got 7 female cats. Out in the living room, I got 1 tomcat. Outside, I probably got maybe 20. And you all saw a video a couple of weeks ago. It was back in December. And you all saw a video back in December of Mama Blackie. And when I bought this house 6, 7 years ago, somewhere in that time frame, but these cats, they're like my therapy animals. They know when I feel bad. I got diabetes. I got my socks on. I sleep with my socks on because my feet gets cold. I don't care how many blankets I got on. My feet still cold, but I got to keep my socks on. I got Nancy, which is Margaret's second born of litter. Because Alex is her firstborn. Alexi is Alex's firstborn. But Nancy, she kind of long-haired cow. Where you going, Alex? Okay, Alex, may I ask you where you live? Because nobody here in the United States is going to school at this time of night, so you must live outside the United States. Who go to school at 12 o'clock at night? So, must be over in Scotland. Because there's about 5 hours difference between me and Scotland. Let's see, say 2:30, 3:30, 4:30, 5:30. No, that would be Scotland. Maybe China or Russia. I don't know, usually don't get on too long. And I think it was last night. He can't be here in the United States, so let's see. Maybe North Korea? Maybe? I'm trying to remember Legal Vice. He lived in North Korea. He had a YouTube channel when he passed away, I think in December. Legal Vice. Y'all need to go look at his YouTube channel. He had this cute dog. I guess maybe in the boxer family, I think. Well, where I'm at, Alex, it's nighttime. It's after midnight, Eastern Standard Time. It's about 12:25 a.m. Eastern. 1:26, is it AM or PM? Well, if that's 1:26 PM, that means probably college. No. I know Scotland's 5 hours ahead of me. That I know of. Because I got a person that we talked to on here. I think she's in Scotland. I think she said it was 5 hours. I think in Scotland, let's see, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. I guess it'd be 5:30 in the morning at Scotland. Now you acting like my son. Oil change. Every time he puts well, California is 3 hours behind. California is 3 hours different. Say if it's 12 o'clock here, it'd be
7825 Atkins Road, 7825 Atkins Road for a 70-year-old male with COPD, complaining of low oxygen. Requesting no licensed sirens, repeat for Highlander Fire 1. First responders, respond to 7825 Atkins Road for a 70-year-old male with COPD, complaining of low oxygen. Requesting no licensed sirens, time out 0028.
I think he might be in Korea. Oh, I forget. Brazil. Man, I wish I could remember the different countries. You know, history wasn't my good. Okay, you're in the Philippines. Okay. I guarantee you, I don't, since you're in the Philippines, he's dead now, but he had a radio show. He married a Filipina girl. His name was Art Bell. He had a radio show. I guess basketball, I would say. I like to watch girls play basketball. Because some of them girls does better than the men does. But I tell you about the Philippines by what Art Bell talked about. They started young in school in the Philippines. They said they start very young in the Philippines. Maybe 1 or 2 years old. I can't remember. And they speak, I think his kids spoke 2 or 3 different languages. English, I think there was 3 different languages that his kids because they start their kids early in the Philippines. I've never been there. But people, you can look Art Bell up. He was also a ham radio operator.
Returns on a white 1997 Toyota Camry.
And he would have a a radio show that was on the radio. I think here in Indiana, I believe it was on 8:40 a.m. now, I think. I miss old Art Bell. He talked about his wife and his kids, how smart his kids are. And like, hey, Huger Bergie, you ever thought maybe to become a lawyer? Accountant's not bad. That's not a bad job. I forget where Art Bell was in the Philippines. I forget, but
Good.
I spoke with the female. She said that she's fine. Doesn't have anything to do with my life.
I guarantee you, I tell you something. As Art Bell said, God rest his soul, he's up in heaven. Art Bell said it's a cheap place to live. So if you had $10,000 here and you went to the Philippines, you'd be a rich billionaire over there. That it was way before Art Bell passed away years ago. He had a good-looking wife. His kids was beautiful. His children was smart. I forget how old his children was when Art Bell passed away, but people, go on YouTube. Look up Art Bell. Where's my moderator? Thailand's not a bad place. I will want to live either in the Philippines or Vietnam. People, I'm asking for your help again. Hit the notification bell. Hit the thumbs up. I'm about 80 away from 500 subscribers. That's the halfway point. I like to have 1,000, but that means I need 580, about 81 subscribers. I used to be a trucker. I gave it up years ago. I've been to downtown New York, Mineola, New York, down in the Bronx. I've been to Los Angeles, up there where they have the fire in Los Angeles in L.A. County. I've been to L.A. County up there at the airport when I had hauling plasma in 18-wheeler. Well, the radio you hear in the background, Bong, is a police radio. I try to be on here around 10, 11 o'clock. I try to at night. As long as you're subscribed to my channel, you know when I go live. Sometimes I go in the morning. that afternoon or when I take a road trip. But I'm going to take a road trip Friday. I don't know what time. I know it's after lunch. Have to go to Walmart and pick up some groceries. And from there to the JC store. And from the JC store to the Dollar General store and pick up some weekly newspapers, you know. So that's what my Friday's going to be. So I'll probably videotape it, you know, on the way to the Walmart and probably to the JC store, then probably no more after that. Because when I go into the JC store, like it got a gel, like a jammer. Sometimes my cell phone is just cut off. So I don't know about that, but okay, people, I've been on here for 2 hours. And I say it's time to get off. And people, I gave you my post office box, my PayPal account, and my Cash App. You know, I'm on a fixed income. I need a new computer. Mine died. But thanks to those sweet people on Twitch, they know what I'm trying to do, you know, like download DaVinci. Well, I can go out and film stuff, then I can upload it. But I need a computer. I'd rather have a desktop. Because a desktop... Yeah, I'm going to end it because I like to watch a little TV. I got to get comfortable. See, I take about 10 to 15 pills a day. One pill I take is for my arthritis. And other ones for diabetes, high blood pressure, some vitamins. I'll be back on here about the same time tomorrow or Saturday morning, Friday night, whatever you want to call it. I'll be back on. And I'm going to tell you, people, before I get... My laptop died. It was an old HP, not that much memory, didn't have a good graphics card. I know, because the moderator won't be on here early, you know. I usually get on here at night about 11 p.m. You know, around 10 or 11. It depends what time the news comes on. You know, I think it comes on at 10 o'clock, but the one I showed you earlier came on at 11 o'clock. Well, let's get back to the computer, people. I need a computer, at least 2 to 4 gigabytes. I think 4 gigabytes of hard drive be better. and a good graphics card. And all the RAM you can put in, I don't know, you can put more RAM in a desktop. I need one board for HDMI that I can plug a cable from the desktop into my big TV. I need another board for, what is it, Cat 9, Cat 10, whatever they got, where I can plug that into the computer, then run the cable out to the router. I guess that takes a what, RJ or RT45, whatever the Cat 10 is, or whatever they up to. Hello, Jessica. How you doing this morning? You know, Jessica, you're a very good-looking girl. You know that. I think I'm up the right one. I hope I am. Yeah. I watched, I believe, your video. I watched your video the other day. I think I made a comment on your video. There's one I watched, was maybe 7 years old. You're still a beautiful lady. Then I watched one, maybe it was done maybe a couple of months ago. I don't know. I slept since then. You know, that's pretty nice. And I believe you was at your uncle's house, if I remember, and it was raining. I hope I got the right one. But it's hard to remember. But since this is Friday morning, your voice ain't bad. Your voice ain't bad. Well, have you been to the doctor? It sounds like you got water in your ear. You either got water in your ear, or they call it, because my mom had an inner ear infection. An inner ear infection. And, you know, you can go to the doctor and they can tell you if it's inner ear infection or water in your ear. Or, I don't want to scare you. I don't want to scare you. You could have a bug in your ear. I don't want to scare you because I've seen people that get bugs in their ear. That scares me. You know. Go to the doctor. Go to the doctor. Have them check your ear out. It could be nothing. It could be an inner ear infection. Then medicine to take care of it. Sometimes if you take a shower, you get water in your ear. But Jessica, you need to go to the doctor. It could be something real simple. You know, be on the safe side. What would your uncle do without you there? You know.
Kentucky, -29.
Simple.
But I know you don't know me except by YouTube. If you was my girlfriend, your rear end would be going to the doctor. You would be going to the doctor. Your boyfriend, your husband, or your uncle should make you go to the doctor. It was going to end, but this good-looking girl got on here. And she got a good singing voice. She's good-looking. Ain't going to say what she looks like. And my son always... It's some kind of infection. It, like I said, it could be an inner ear infection. You know, go to the doctor. Please, Jessica. I know you live far away from me, but you please go. I want you to go, Jessica. It could be nothing. Well, Jessica, go, please. I know we never met in person. You know what I look like on YouTube. I know what you look like. It might not be a bug. It could be the inner ear infection.
667 OPS
You know,
on a silver.
there'd be no telling.
10th Street, just west of Round Top.
Or it's something simple. That's how come you go to the doctor. Find out what it is. If I was there, I would take you to the doctor myself. Or I'd turn you over my knee and spank your little skinny rear end. And said, you're going. You know. Go to the doctor. I know where you live. You know, bugs does get in ear, people. But I know where you live. I saw that on your YouTube. And you're a beautiful lady. I think I watched one or two of your videos. And I want you to go. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. It's probably an inner ear infection. Because my mom used to get the inner ear infection. That's antibiotics. You know, I want you to go. I don't want nothing to happen to you. I know you live too far away. If you was here, I would come and got you and take you to the doctor. But I live in Indiana, you live in Oregon. I ain't going to come that far just to take you to the doctor. But you need to go to the doctor. It could be something. It's real easy. The longer you wait, maybe the worse it'll get. It's better to go and get over with. When you get up in the morning, go to the doctor. If you have to go to the ER, you know, it's up to you. Because usually when you call the doctor, it's going to take a while. You know. Either call your family doctor or go to your closest ER. You better. I know what you look like, because one day we will meet. It might be up there in heaven, but we'll meet one day.
Where you update locations, Waffle parking lot.
You know, I want to live a long time. I don't know if I would want to live as long as President Carter. I don't know if I want to live to be 100. Hello, Miss Jasper. Why did I call you? Those Jasper engines. Jessica, I'll go look at some more of your videos. It might make me sleep better tonight, looking at a good young lady. Like I say, that I made a comment, like I say, on that video that was 7 years old. You know which one I was talking about. So, like I say, call your doctor or have your mom do it. You know.
13, one at 93.
And your doctor might say, it might be a week before you can get in the doctor. If it's anything like the doctors around here, you got to wait a week or so unless you tell them it's kind of emergency, there's something wrong with your ear. They might tell you go to the ER, but you need to go to the doctor. I don't want nothing to happen to a beautiful lady like you. But you go. So it's about 1 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time, close to it. I said I was going to get off, but I was hoping Jessica get on here where I could talk to her. I listen to her on her YouTube channel, and I like talking to her. She got a beautiful voice, and she's a good-looking lady. You know, make me die, but she'll make me have a heart attack. Now I'm making her laugh there. But people, I want to say bye. Jessica, please go to the doctor. And let me know when you go to the doctor. Like I say, it could be an inner ear infection. Or it could be a bug. I don't want to scare you. I don't know what kind of bugs you got there in that state, but it could be an inner ear infection.
Kentucky passenger car, Edward.
You know.
359 or Edward 0 boy.
So I want you to go. I love you all. I love you too, Jessica. No matter you're hundreds of miles away, you take care of my friend and go to the doctor. Well, we're going to hit the end button, but I got a notification up. That's what I hate by being on the cell phone. I love you all. Good night, Jessica. You have sweet dreams. I hope you feel better. You take care, my love. You take it easy. Bye, sweetie. Oh, I can't say that. That's sexual harassment, as the rules is. Bye, Jessica.